Well, absolutely clear what the number one issue, what the number one priority is for the public, for voters now in this country. And I wrote about this today over on my newsletter, hever.news. I'll put a link to the article down below. Before I get to that though, after the appalling recent violence, riots that we've seen, there were rumours, widespread media reports that there were going to be up to 100 far-right rallies, demos yesterday. Don't know where on earth that came from, because in actual fact, there were hardly any. Now, what YouGov have revealed is that it's actually immigration now that is considered the top issue by the people of this country, even higher on the agenda than the economy. And I think it is pretty shameful that you've had the Conservatives time and time again. They've got a lot to answer for on this. Conservative governments, successive Conservative governments, pledging at election time to reduce net migration. Indeed, several Tory leaders and prime ministers talked about reducing net migration down to the tens of thousands. Even after Brexit, when we'd got rid of EU open borders, they simply failed to deliver. And the outcome of this is that you've seen what I think is a totally irresponsible level of population growth. You've just seen the largest level of population growth for 75 years. I think when you look at this statistic from the Office for National Statistics, it is absolutely bonkers to consider that between mid-2022 and mid-2023, the population of England went up 1%, 578,000 in 1 year. And they also estimate that, just think about this, the population of England increased by 7%, nearly 4 million in just a decade. I think that is completely irresponsible. And we know that the mainstream view in this country is that levels of immigration have been too high. And we can now see that this is the number one issue, number one priority for voters. Immigration actually topping this list of important national issues with YouGov for the first time since 2016. 90% of Reform voters say immigration is a top issue facing the country, as do 76% of Conservative voters. While fewer Labour voters list immigration as a top issue, 34% still do, and that's the highest level among Labour voters since 2017. Also, clearly now, growing concerns about law and order, about crime in our country. Crime now ranking third when it comes to the top issues facing our country. You can see there a massive 19-point surge, the highest figure for crime in terms of concern from voters since 2011. So a very clear message there, I think, from the public, from voters. This is now the top issue in the country. Let me know what you make of that in the comments below, guys. I will, of course, keep bringing you all the latest on this and much more. So please do whack this video a quick thumbs up. And of course, as ever, cheers for watching.